Good morning, everyone. How are you today? It's Peachy, and today we have a very special episode of a no spoiler guide. And we are talking about Word of Honor. Now, Word of Honor technically is not completely finished airing in the US. I'm not sure about other places, but it is finished airing in China, technically, if you have the VIP to Youku. And maybe perhaps me paid $5 to China, aka Youku, to watch the rest of the episodes with subtitles. That was a journey in itself to get to that point. So if you would like a video on how you can get to the VIP section and like pay the app, because it's all in Chinese, I swear to God, it took me at least an hour and a half to figure it out. Then let me know and I will make a video about it. I don't know if, obviously, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have figured it out already. But if you want to know, let me know. I have watched all 36 episodes, so I am qualified to make this no spoiler guide to the show, okay? And one more warning before we start. I seriously suck at pronouncing Chinese names. I am going to try my best, okay? But don't hate me if it sounds like crap, all right? Okay, let's get started. Zhao Zixi, the delusional leader of a royal secret service, takes drastic measures to leave his former life behind and wander the pugilist world. He unexpectedly gets involved in a conspiracy after he steps in to save a young boy. He also meets the mysterious Wen Kexing, who is on a quest to avenge his parents' death. They become bosom friends through a series of adventures involving a legendary treasure that is rumored to give its owners ultimate power over the pugilist world. The main couple. The main couple in the show is Zhao Zixi and Wen Kexing. Zhao Zixi is a very quiet, complex, and mysterious person, but he really does truly have a heart of gold under all the mysteriousness of him. So, yes, without giving away too much, that's all I can say. Now, Wen Kexing is, he's very outspoken. I would even go so far as to say very sassy. He says what he wants, and that's it. He's also very secretive, and he's very good at like getting his way out of things. He also very much loves poetry and loves to quote like ancient Chinese poetry and things like that. Genre. The genre of the show is for sure 100% drama and angst. I swear, a lot of C dramas, man, they know how to do it to you. They know how to do it. Trigger warnings. Now, this show has a few trigger warnings. Them being death. There's a lot of death. There's a lot of fighting, violence, things like that. This is a historical like costume drama. So there are many swords. There are many fights. There's lots of things like that. So death and violence, one and the same. There's a lot. And the next thing is suicidal thoughts and scenes. Now, what I mean by that is you can tell the thought process is there on the suicidal kind of spectrum. He doesn't say it outright. It's nothing like that, but it's pretty obvious from the character's actions and things like that, that is the way he is feeling and things like that. So that's all I want to say. Just be aware that those things are in the show. Kisses. There are 0 kisses in this show. And just like I like to say with other shows that have 0 kisses, this one in particular did not need them. Would have been nice. Of course it would have been nice. It would always be nice. But this show, man, it did an amazing job without kisses. Chemistry. 10 out of 10. Oh my God. Like, seriously, their chemistry, I love it. I love their dynamic that they have with each other. The playfulness that they have with each other. It is just like so beautiful and amazing and refreshing. I don't even know. Every adjective. Like, and also not to compare it to, The Untamed, but if you have seen The Untamed, the way they express their affection for each other is a lot more forward than The Untamed. That's all I'll say, because we can't delve too deep because we don't want to start talking about the C word that we do not mention when we talk about dramas like these, okay? But just know it's much more intense than The Untamed. There are a lot more forward in this. Okay. And also, another really amazing thing. So, just like in other C dramas that are historical and things like that, they dub over their voices. And in order to get past the C word, they have to sometimes change what the actors are saying in post production or when they dub it over. Now, I can't remember exactly her YouTube name. I'm subscribed to her, but I will put it on the screen now with the video I'm talking about. Once you watch the show, this woman has gone through and tells you everything that they had to dub over because what the actors were actually saying was too, quote unquote, much. You know what I mean? But they blatantly show their mouths and stuff. So a lot of netizens and things like that have been able to obviously lip read what they're actually saying. And it's extremely entertaining to know what they were actually saying in real life in those scenes. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say. You should go watch this video. I'll link it down below and I'll have a screenshot of it right now on the screen. So yes, their chemistry is great. That's all I got to say. Does Word of Honor have a happy ending? I believe it has a happy ending because I have done some research after I have watched it. It's a little bit up to interpretation at the end, I would say. But if you look into it a little bit, I believe, yes, it is a happy ending. At least that's what I choose to think, and I'm pretty sure I'm right. Quality of production. I thought it was pretty good. Good enough. You know what I mean? Like certain like dramas like this, like they don't have the hugest budget, but I think they did a really good job with this one. Like there are a couple things, you know, here and there that are like, oh, but overall, nothing really took me out. If anything, I was pretty neutral the whole time, but there were some like really, really beautiful scenes that I just thought like, fuck, they did that really well. Tearing up just thinking about certain things, you know what I mean? In a beautiful and whatever kind of way. Like, I think the production was pretty good. And I also think the costuming is really good. There are like some characters that are more on the scary side. The side characters, extra type things. And they did a really good job on them because I was legitimately kind of freaked out. I was watching some of these episodes like late at night and I was like, oh no. So yeah, overall, I think it was pretty good. Quality of acting. I thought the acting was really good, honestly. Okay, so we need to talk about it. Wen Kenshin is Simon from Advanced Bravely. So I was already coming in with a slight bias. I was like, oh shit. I love Simon. He's gonna rock this shit. And he did. He was the perfect person to play this role. Oh my God, he did an amazing job. How could he be? Okay, sorry. He's a very seductive person. That's all I'm going to say, okay? He, damn, like number one like flirt of the world. He is so good at being this character, and his character is so complex. And so, if anything, if you liked Advanced Bravely, watch this show for Simon because, we love him. We love him, okay? We love him. But besides that, everyone was really good. I thought Zhao Zixia was also really good. Like, they're just such complex, like, characters that they had to play. And they did such a good job. Like, you can see the character growth and the character arcs and things like that. They did such a good job with that. And not just that, the side characters, okay? Like, there's a girl called Ajang. And, like, she is my favorite. So if you watch it, she's my fucking favorite, okay? I love her. She is so headstrong and so fucking funny and amazing. Yes. So overall, the acting was great. I got very, 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 very attached to the characters. And I am literally going to go rewatch it after I do this. Overall opinion. Now, again, I hate to compare Word of Honor to The Untamed, but it's really, really hard not to, okay? So if you haven't seen The Untamed, what I'm about to say ain't gonna mean anything to you, okay? I'm really sorry, but just bear with me for a second. The Untamed, like, got me so good. Like, it got me right in my freaking heartstrings. Like I rewatched that show 4 times after I finished watching it the first time. I read the novel. I watched the anime. Like I watched edits. You know, I couldn't stop. I didn't want to part with it. I was legitimately, and I'm not joking, like I was legitimately sad when the show ended. Like a piece of like my heart felt like it was missing because I got so attached to the characters and the story and I didn't want to see it end. Do you know what I mean? Now, with that said, I assumed nothing in this genre of quote unquote BL could compare to The Untamed for me at least. Okay. Word of Honor is just as good as The Untamed. Don't come for me. I don't care. I don't care. Word of Honor is just as good. I fucking love this show. I think I'm not going to compare like one's better than the other because they are different. They might have some similarities. They might be in a similar universe, but they are very different in a lot of senses, okay? And Word of Honor is just so good and it got me just like The Untamed did. Like I feel like I am legitimately, I only stopped, like I finished watching it like a couple days ago. I am still sad. I'm in like mourning still, like OUR mourning, okay? Like I am like legitimately slightly depressed, more so than I usually am, because like I don't know what I'm gonna do because the show ended. Okay, like I got so attached so quick to these characters, and that's how you know they're doing it right. Cause like, oh my god, guys, like this show, it blew me out of the water way above my expectations. Way above my expectations. That's all I gotta say, okay? Now that I'm done ranting about my intense feelings for this show, I do want to say, again, if you haven't seen The Untamed, what I'm about to say, again, ain't gonna make sense. But, so, if you were one of the people who didn't like The Untamed because it moved a little slow, at least at the beginning and things like that, I think you would really, really, really enjoy Word of Honor. Because it is a lot more fast-paced, a lot more like bam, 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 bam. Like it's never really stopping. Something's always happening. It's not like overwhelmingly so, but like you're never kind of like, oh, this is a slow episode. You know what I mean? Like something's always happening. So if you like that kind of show, I would really recommend you go watch this. And also another thing to compare, I know in The Untamed, there are a decent amount of episodes where Wei Wuxian and Leng Wenji were not in the same episode together. They didn't interact with each other. There was a lot of that, and yes, it had to do with the storyline as well, of course. But if that bothered you on whatever level, I just want you all to know, in Word of Honor, Zhao Zixi and Wen Kexing are legitimately in every single episode together. Like, they interact with each other in every single episode. So if that makes you feel any better, or if that makes you want to watch the show, you should, guys, you should go watch the show. Come on. Like, if anything, if you hate it, you can come tell me you hate it, okay? I'll fight with you, okay? It's fine. I respect you, though, all right? Do I recommend the show? Do you need to ask? I know this is my rhetorical question anyways. But yes, like seriously, I don't think you'll get how good this show is. Like, it went beyond my expectations. I'm not joking. I love their chemistry. I love their dynamic. And it was just like otherworldly, guys. Like, I was just so surprised. And, guys, I haven't been this struck in a while. Okay? It was beautiful. Where to watch it? So, I know for sure it's on Viki. It's for sure on Amazon Prime. I'm sure you can find it some illegal places. Also, it's on Youku for sure. So that's where all the episodes are. You can download Youku. Like, you don't need a VPN or anything. You can download it in the USA, or I'm not sure about other countries. I'm sorry. I'm from the USA, but it is all in Chinese. So no one's going to help you out there. There's not an English version. That's what I'm trying to say. But okay, basically all you need to do is download Google Translate. And with Google Translate on your phone, if you open the app, like, see, like I have an iPad and like an iPhone. So I opened the Google Translate app on my phone and I went to the camera. And when you point it at text, it can translate it like in that moment. So whatever like the camera is looking at, it'll translate it. And that's legitimately how I got through the whole website. So that helps you at all. There you go. But Youku is the one that does have all the episodes up to 36, but only up until whatever is released right now is available without the VIP membership. And don't let them fool you. You don't need to pay $20 or 218 yen or whatever. Like, there are cheaper options, okay? Don't be tricked. Don't be tricked. I'm here to help you, okay? Don't be tricked. But yeah, that's where you can watch it. Okay, I think that's all for today, guys. I hope this helps some. I just really wanted to make this video before the show was completely done, just in case you did want to start watching it while it was like quote unquote still airing, or if you hadn't watched it because all the episodes weren't out, but you're willing to pay like a little bit of money to, you know, to Youku or whatever to watch all the episodes right there. They do have English subtitles. Don't worry, I don't know how to speak Chinese, Mandarin, whatever. So it has English subtitles and 1080p. Woo woo. But yeah, do let me know if I missed anything. If you've also finished the series and I missed some kind of trigger warning, if you just don't agree with some opinion I said, that's fine. Or if you agree with all the opinions, that's fine too. Leave them down below, okay? And yeah, please, for God's sakes, go watch Word of Honor. Anne, if you're here, I'm so sorry it took me so long to watch it. You've been trying. You've been trying, okay? I know you have to get me to watch it. And I finally did it, and exactly what I thought would happen happened. I couldn't stop. But yeah. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh, P.S. I forgot to say. Also, I will link the novel translation down below in case you wanted to read that before you watch the show. So yeah, I would really, really, really recommend reading the novel at least after you watch the show, because it is like really good and a lot more spicy, kind of, if you know what I mean. A lot more forward. So if that makes you feel any better about the 0 kisses in the show. But also try to support the author as well, even if like you can't read the Chinese version. Like, we really want to support the author because, you know, the show is really, really good, and it's really good because it is based off of her novel. Okay, guys, bye.